guys, welcome back. I'm going to do another, or hopefully try and do another 3D flower like this, but I'm only going to do white. Like all the flowers I've done have always been white and a colour, but I'm just going to do white today. Instead of doing a silver centre, I'm going to do gold. So hopefully I can achieve something similar to that. That's my favourite one. So I'll try again. My resin has been sitting in here. It's getting a bit warm. It has been sitting for 30 minutes. I want to try piping at 40 minutes. So that's the plan. I've got the Barnes Clariti. When I made this one, I used the Barnes Clariti. So I'm using that again. And I've got, what have I got? I mixed 110 grams of part A because it's the heavy one, and 50 grams of part B. So I've got 160 grams. Now, because I'm only going to do white, instead of doing 2 cups at 20 grams each, I'm just going to do 30 grams. Hopefully that'll be enough, hey? Should be enough. You don't use a lot when you're doing this technique. 27. If you've got one of these little digital scales, you should be able to change it to you know, ounces to grams, so that you can follow along with me. So that's that one. This one, I'm going to put a little bit of my gold glitter in. Just in there. I need enough for 2 centres, so such a tiny little jar. I've used nearly, well, half of it's gone already. I need to try and get myself some chunky glitter. I want chunky glitter in gold. I haven't been able to find any. I have to keep looking. Right, so that's my glitter, and I'll just put a little bit of resin in that. Make a paste. It's still quite runny, but you know, by the time I'm getting to piping, because I've already been talking for 4 minutes-ish, hopefully it'll be about 6 minutes. So anyway, that's that one there. Now the rest of it is just going to go in here. I have cleaned my coaster with my little piece of masking tape, so I've gone through and done all that already. These are 13 centimetres. I thought they were 14, but I measured them this morning. They're only 13. So I'll just pour some in the middle of each. Let it run to the sides, and then hopefully they're kind of equal. Now, is my table level? Always an issue. Oops, dropped a stick. Okay, let's see. You need a little bit more just to get to the edges. I figured if I pour it in the middle and it runs to the edges, and then once they've both touched the edges all the way around, then I know that they must be relatively similar in depth. I'm only filling these about halfway. Actually, you've got more. How did you get more? I could actually measure them, couldn't I? Well, I could weigh them, couldn't I? Just to make sure that they're both the same. I could do that. Let's try that, because I'd like them both to be the same, as close as possible anyway. 110. Oh, look at that, 110. Oh my gosh, how did I do that? Oh, that is just bizarre. Down to the gram. Oh my gosh. All right, now I'm just going to run this little stick around the edge. Nice and easy when you get a round coaster. Just to dislodge any little bubbles that might have been caught in the edge. Just do it slowly though. You don't want the resin to go up over the sides. I'm just going to clean my little stick off with a piece of paper towel, and then I can use him again tomorrow. Okay, now I think I saw a hair or something in there. Yep. Okay, now I'll just give that a torch, my little creme brulee torch. It's only a little thing, it's like a tiny little flame, so it doesn't get too hot, and I don't keep it in one spot for too long either. That's what I was looking for. I thought I saw a hair. The Barnes Clariti is what it says. It's very clear. Like, you really don't get much in the way of bubbles, which for this type of thing where you want your clear edges, I don't know if that's something there or not. Might just be a reflection. If you want your clear edges, it is good for that. Now, I'll just put my little bit of gold in the center. Look how runny it is still. I was hoping it was going to thicken up. What are we on now? 3 minutes to go till it's 40 minutes. Been 40 minutes. So normally I wait 25 minutes, but I was looking back on my video where I actually made this pink and silver one, and I timed it all because I just used leftover resin. It was leftover from when I did another coaster pour, so I didn't like time it or anything, so I just had to check back on the video to see how long the video was, and then I just sort of added a little bit because you know, I had to organize to set up for the next video. So yeah, I think it was about 40 minutes from when I finished stirring to when I started piping flowers. And let's just give that a bit of a stir. I just want to kind of blend it a little bit. Make sure it's in the middle. So I might do kind of like more layers, or more rows I should say, to sort of get like a white camellia sort of a look. That's what I'm going to try to do anyway. Right, let's get this in. Now I've got 30 grams in there, so 3 drops of Castin Craft. 1 drop per 10 grams. So give it a little squeeze, let it come to the surface. 1, 2, 3. Those, the first 2 were big drops. All right, and then I'm going to do 2 drops of the white. Give it a good shake. When I do 20 grams, I just do 1 drop, but I can't really do 1.5 drops, so we'll just do 2 drops. Should be fine. Give that a stir, and then I can put it in my little piping bag that I've got sorted. It's quite warm now. I mean, it's not hot in my hand, but it's a little bit warm. Still really runny though. Look at that. Like, it hasn't started thickening up. See now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I stopped stirring at 8:20. So what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so it's been 40 minutes. 40 minutes since I stopped stirring my resin. I stirred it for 4 or 5 minutes. Just rounded it up to my 5-minute mark on my clock. Still really, really thin. I might just put you on pause for 5 minutes. It's really quite thin still. I'm going to see if I can push it for another 5 minutes. I'm going to put you on pause for 5 minutes, and I'm going to come back to you. Righto. Went and painted an edge on one of my coasters. That, I very much doubt 5 minutes is going to make much difference at all, but I should have a look, shouldn't I, and see if I can see like a mound. So there's a little mound there, like a little, when you're at the beach and you get the wet sand and you drizzle it like that, it makes that little mound. So it's doing that. So next time I mix resin, I'll just see if it does that straight away or whether it's, you know, you need to wait. But anyway, let's get this done, because now it's been 47 minutes. I guess by the time I've cut the edge, the tip off and everything, we're going to be coming up to 50 minutes. Oh, hope I haven't left it too long. Oh dear. Live and learn. I just wish I knew how long I left that first one, that pink and silver one, because as I said, it was leftover resin, so I just did it after my video. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've got resin left over. What can I do with it? And then it was a while before I worked out like what colors. Now I don't want to make this too big. It's about 2 millimeters. Let's see what comes out. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to actually bring you in, see if you can see. No, I'm sorry, I can't focus you because I've got my gloves on. Anyway, it's about 2 millimeters. All right, let's get this done. So the other thing, when I was looking at, I did my video, when I twisted that like that, the resin didn't fall out. Just made a little blob. If it all runs out, then you know, it's probably too thin. So this is something else that I had a little look at. So let's just see how we go. I'm giving it a little bit of pressure, a little bit of a squeeze. Let's go over that one because that one wasn't very big. So a little bit of a squeeze, but see, I can hold it up like that and it's not dripping out. So I think that's good. Now I'm not going to do, I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to go over the same like petal. Just going to go round and round and round and see what happens. Just pray to the bloom gods that it will bloom and I haven't left it too long. And I'm just going to go up as close to the edge of this coaster mold as I can, because the resin always wants to like come in from the outside, and that's why you get your little design, because it wants to come in from the outside. Right, that's the first one done. Let's do the same with this one. Actually, before I start, I should give that another twist, shouldn't I? It'll all come out. Alrighty, let's go over that one again. That one's not real thick. And around we go. I'm trying to get as neat as possible, but it's, you know, it's a little bit difficult. You kind of have to just keep going. I think if you sort of stop, start, you lose your momentum. So I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to my bag, squeezing a little bit out. I'm going a bit crooked, aren't I? I've always got more room on one side than on the other. Okay, I did it. Look, I've still got white left. Didn't even need 30. All right, now the test. The heat gun, there it is, my XU1. It shouldn't be moving very much, and it's not. If it's moving a lot at this stage, it's probably gone too thick. Now the big test, me pushing it in. Is it going to bloom? Is it, or have I left it too long? Oh, please bloom. So I'm not using the word puffing up anymore. Someone said to me, why don't you use the word bloom? I thought, okay, that sounds good. Better than puffing up. As I heat it with the heat gun, it starts thinning out again. And then, you know, it starts getting, you can sort of move everything around a little bit more because it's starting to heat and thin. So we try not to overheat it. See how it's moving around now, which it wasn't doing when I first started. I just don't want to overheat it and then it gets all thin, and then you know, your resin's thin, so it obviously all falls through, but it looks as if it's going to bloom. Mind you, I've said that before and it never did. I have done a couple of these videos yesterday. I haven't put them up because it didn't work. I don't think I left it long enough. Anyway, I'm going to get you down for a close-up. We'll see how it's going to look. Okay, autofocus. I'm looking over the top of the phone so I can see, because I can't see properly through the screen. It's looking as if it's working. You guys, I'm so excited I could cry. Oh my gosh. This is, well, I find this technique, I guess, a little bit difficult. I got it working with the Delcom resin, but in saying that, my petals were more kind of spiky than rounded. It sure looks as if it's working, you guys. Whisper, we won't upset the petals. Oh, look. See all those little holes that were there? They're all kind of filling in. The resin wants to go from the outside into the center. So it kind of, that's how it makes the petals. Anyway, all right, I'm going to come back. Very excited. I'm going to come back in half an hour and see what it's done. See if all those little gaps have filled up. It's working, you guys. It's working. I'm so excited. I know you're saying, but she's done it before. I know, but it's been a while, and the ones I did yesterday didn't work. So, all right, that was 50 minutes till piping. But look, it all depends on what resin you've got. You just have to test it like this. Push the boundaries. All right, I'll see you in half an hour. Alrighty, let's have a little look. Take the lid off. I'm going to put it down there. Ooh, it's changed a lot. Look at that. I'm trying to look at it, but look through the screen as well. So I found that when I do small petals, they tend to be more kind of pointy like that on the end. I can see some blobs in this one. Why is this one different? Why are you different? There's blobs in that one. I'm just going to go around here so that I don't get that light above. Why is this one blobby? I can see, can you see blobs through the back? I can. It's not, I was going to say there's not many, but you can see through the background there are a few blobs. I don't know why. Why is this one different? And under there, look through the center, there's blobs. I don't know if this one's got it too. This one I did first, didn't I? I piped that one first. It's all wispy in the middle there. I don't know if there's any blobs in that one, but there's definitely blobs in this one that I piped second. Oh, I don't know why. Who knows? All right. Anyway, it looks as if it's worked. I was so excited, but now there's blobs. All right. this one hopefully will work. But yeah, as I was saying, when I do little petals, they seem to be more pointy like that. And then when I do big petals, then they're more rounded like that. You see the difference? Those are kind of pointier. I guess because they're only little and they get pulled into the middle, so it makes more of a point. Whereas these ones, they're bigger, and then they don't get pulled in as much. It's a different look. Interesting. All right. I guess we're going to have to wait. Well, actually, no. This resin, it'll be hard in like 4 hours, so I won't have to wait for tomorrow. So I will see you in 4 hours, but it'll be 4 seconds to you. Wish me luck. Hope it works. Welcome back. It's the next day. Now I can see, on this one on the left, I can see that it's quite blobby. I don't know what I was doing wrong, you guys. Maybe I just need to leave this resin a little bit longer. Although this was the first one that I did. It hasn't got as many blobs. So, yeah, I don't know. Have no idea. All right, let's get the blobby one out. And with these clear ones, you can actually peek. Look, big round circle there. All right, let's get him out. I think this one's actually still really interesting because it's got so much white on it. I don't think that the blobs are like a disappointment. It's actually really quite interesting. Look at the little wispy edges, the little tiny blobs on some of the edges. It's so wispy. I wonder if that's because of the extra alcohol ink. I should go back to my original recipe of 20 grams of resin, 2 drops of Castin Craft and 1 drop of ink. I'm going to do that and see if it makes a difference, because since I've changed it, there's the back, since I've changed my recipe, I haven't really been that successful with them. Now with this one, because it's just a massive white and a massive little blobs, I actually think that works. I don't have a problem with that. That total round center, I guess flowers do have it. I mean, look at the sunflower, and it is totally round in the middle, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one. Now, this one doesn't seem to be as blobby. Put that out. I haven't had to overheat these, you see, so they've come out really easily. When I have to overheat them, if they're really bubbly, then sometimes they get stuck. Now, we've got some gorgeous petals there. That overhead light's annoying. Look at the wispiness over the top. Okay, without further ado, let's have a look at the back. Wow. Okay, so nowhere near as blobby. I wonder why. What did I do different? Well, maybe with this one, the second one, maybe I was squeezing a little bit harder when I was piping, and maybe I actually got more of the white out, and then because it's, you know, it's heavier, it just sort of falls through. So maybe that's why my second one I was piping a little bit harder. That one's just amazing. I love that one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Starburst. Look at the petals around the center there. I mean, yes, a few little blobs, but I don't think that doesn't detract from the whole thing. I actually quite really like that one. Yay! It's nice when you get one that works. Okay, I'm on a 50% roll. 50-50. All right, I'm going to take these outside, set them up for a photo shoot, and I'll see you real soon. Stay tuned.